So I have a fever, a throat infection, maybe mono, but I don't give a flying fuck. Let's do this. Hello everybody, welcome to MaffmanJones Movie Reviews. I'm your host John Maffio, and welcome to the top 10 best movies of 2014, or at least the best 10 in my eyes. I didn't see every movie that came out this year, so my list is subjective and it's also pertaining to movies I saw this year. I did see a lot, but not everything. So if you have a quarrel with any movies that are on this list, let me know down below. Also, I may realize that I sound like a complete idiot because I have a fever and I shouldn't be speaking right now. But I want to get these videos out before 2014's over because that's how I roll. No fever is gonna stop that shit. Just some quick honorable mentions before I get into the actual list. There's a lot of them, so I'm just gonna brush through them quickly. Enemy, Dawn of the Planet of the Apes, Grand Budapest Hotel, Under the Skin, X-Men Days of Future Past, The Interview, I, Origins, and Interstellar. So let's get started right away before I lose my voice with the number 10 spot being Chef, the Jon Favreau directed film that concerns everything food. And it not only makes you so hungry for food, which I think is a great thing, but it's a very heartwarming story about family and camaraderie and getting together to do something amazing. And it's a movie that really surprised me the moment I left the theater, and it still hasn't left my mind since I saw it. And I don't have the Blu-ray, but I plan on having it soon. It's a movie that I think everybody should see. It's a very fun film that will make you smile by the end of it. Number 9 is The Lego Movie. Everything is awesome! It made my list because it really resonated with me. It's very funny. The animation is some of the coolest animation ever. It's Legos, but the way they made everything look like Legos is just astounding. And it's a movie that really captures imagination, captures the heart, captures everything. Number 8 is The Raid 2. This is a foreign film, the sequel to the first Raid, which released a couple of years ago, which was also great. This movie is greater. It's over 2 hours long. It's got a more serious story to it, but it's actually better. The action sequences in The Raid 2 are some of the most ridiculously over-the-top, but best choreographed action sequences ever. I mean, ever. My jaw was dropping all the time, and I'm surprised nobody got killed making this movie. And it really, really kicked my ass mentally and physically, so that's why it's number 8. Number 7 is Birdman, starring Michael Keaton. This is a movie that kind of blew me away while watching it in the theater, and it's a movie that goes into the depths of Hollywood filmmaking, independent filmmaking, Broadway. It's got a lot of good actors in it, actors who you wouldn't expect to be good in, like, legitimate roles, being good. Zach Galifianakis, Emma Stone, Naomi Watts, Edward Norton, and the list goes on. And the whole movie is shot to be like one shot, even though it's not. It transitions in between. Every individual scene is one shot. And the adrenaline rush you get from watching this movie is unbelievable. And I recommend this to any movie fan, but it's a movie that is really awesome in my opinion. That's why it's number 7. Number 6 is David Fincher's Gone Girl, starring Ben Affleck and Crazy Bitch, Rosamund Pike. This is a mystery, suspense, romance thriller which keeps you on edge from beginning to end. And it's a movie that no matter who you are, we have to be of age because the movie is very inappropriate. And the subject matter is very mature. From the moment it starts, you want to know where this Gone Girl is and what's going on, but there's a twist halfway through the movie where you're like, what the hell? It's not what I expected at all. And like the whole movie was just a roller coaster ride that I didn't expect to go. I didn't expect it to go in the ways that it did, and by the end of it, I was scared. The movie is scary, and that's why it's number 6. Coming in at number 5 is Guardians of the Galaxy. This movie is really good. It's really awesome. It's got characters that you didn't think you would love. You end up loving trees, raccoons, sexy green women, some cool action sequences, some really cool planets, some cool space stuff, some really good 70s music. It's a really good Marvel movie, and it's a movie that really resonated with me personally, so that's why it's really high in this list. And I've seen it like 4 or 5 times. I love it. That's why it's number 5. Coming in at number 4 is the Keanu Reeves action flick, John Wick. This movie is crazy. The movie is about this notorious hitman who retires from that life to have a family. The wife, blah blah blah. The wife dies. The wife sends him a dog. The dog gets killed, and this dog getting killed sends him back into the spree and puts him back in the business. And that's where the movie starts to kick serious ass. Now, Keanu Reeves did some serious work, stunt work on The Matrix. And it really shows this guy is like 50 years old, and he still has the moves. He kicks ass in this movie. The actual movie kicks ass. The cinematography, the atmosphere of the world, everything about it is so cool. I love how all the characters are like, oh shit, it's John Wick, everybody duck your fucking head, because they know how bad of a guy he is. Love it. John Wick is my number 4. Number 3 is Nightcrawler, starring Jake Gyllenhaal. Is Jake Gyllenhaal ever going to be in a bad movie ever again? I don't know. But every time he makes a movie, I kind of feel like it's going to be in my top 10. Jake Gyllenhaal in this movie is transformative. He is so good. He is so creepy. He's terrifying. He's also very informative in a weird way. It's crazy. His character is so insane, but he's also sane in another way. I'm not going to spoil anything about the story, but it's a very creepy, peeling through the skin type of thing that you don't think it can go worse, but when it gets worse, it gets even more worse. But it's just really fun to watch the story unfold, to watch this character with Rene Russo, who is the head of this TV station, just do things, and the movie is just insane. I love it. It's my number 3. Coming in at number 2 is the other Marvel movie that came out this year. Yeah, of course. Just say Captain America the Winter Soldier. Love it. The first Captain America was okay. I admittedly loved it when I first saw it, but then since I saw it, I've realized that it's not so good. It's just okay. But this movie, the first time I saw it in the movie theaters, I was blown away. Just the action, the performances, the story, the twists, the turns, everything. It all came together to make one of the best superhero movies I've ever seen in my life. It made Captain America, in pop culture, in relevancy, 2 thumbs up to the sky. Like, Captain America cannot be cooler right now, and he could not have a better setup for a 3rd movie, because Civil War is going to be fucking crazy. Sorry for getting a little nerdy there, but even for people who don't care about superheroes, Captain America 2 is a movie that I feel like could captivate audiences, and it's a movie that will take you places where you don't expect to go, and by the end of it, you will smile because you had a very fun time with it. And it's a movie that really, really, really captured my heart as a Captain America fan, and that's why it's my number 2. And coming in at numero uno, the movie that no doubt was my number 1, even though I just saw it recently. If you watched the review, you knew it too. Whiplash. This is a movie about a kid who is willing to go through absolutely everything to achieve his goals. And who else does he need to achieve those goals? A really hard dickhead of a coach played by J.K. Simmons, who has one of the best performances of the year. He is terrifying, and his methods of coaching are in ways immoral, but also justified because they work. And it's a movie about drumming. Drumming is cool, but the drumming isn't even the best part. It's just the movie about a guy who is willing to go through thick and thin, blood, sweat, and tears to basically become one of the best drummers of all time. And it's a movie, it's about achieving your dreams. The ending is one of the best endings ever. It is so satisfying. And I'm not going to say why, but it's like you're watching it and you're smiling so hard because you're just so happy at what's happening on screen. And that's it, guys. Those are my top 10 movies of 2014. Wow, that's crazy. I want to know what you guys thought of that list, and what are your top 10 movies of 2014? Any movies that I didn't mention that you would like to mention, let me know in the comments down below. Please like the video and subscribe to my channel so you'll never miss a video from me ever again. Also, check out Facebook and Twitter in the info box. I'm John Maffio, aka MaffmanJones. Next up is the worst 10 movies of 2014. And then we got 2015 coming up. Woo! Oh my god, another year gone. Crazy. See you guys next time.